Yo, what's going on, Kings fans? It's Tyler here from the Sactown Breakdown, and today we are going to be breaking down the Sacramento Kings 112-94 W against the Golden State Warriors. Before we get into that, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my sponsors, but before we give a shout out to the sponsors, I want to ask you guys to follow our Twitch. I'm sure you're probably watching this on YouTube. Go to our description down, go down in the description and follow the Sactown Breakdown on Twitch. As you can see, we got Lost Sheep in the chat here chatting with me. He's a moderator, so if you come at me sideways, Lost Sheep will kick you out. It's just how it is. Lost Sheep's a beast. But anywho, we do most of our breakdowns live on Twitch, and then we take them to YouTube. So follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/SactownBreakdown. Otherwise, if you're just gonna be watching on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and give us a like and subscribe if you're new here to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Giving us a likes helps us grow, and we can become the prominent Sacramento Kings entity, I guess, in terms of covering games. I don't know. We got Sing04 in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going? Lost Sheep's in the chat. Say, look at this beautiful community of Kings fans we got here. Come join us. Follow our Twitch. And our sponsors, Taboo Ohana Gaming Chairs. If you're in the market for a gaming chair, go check out Taboo Ohana. They're a local company, and they make some of the best gaming chairs out there right now. Link in the description for their channel, or for their website. And if you use Skip's code, you do get some % off for a chair. And then we got Computer Booter, which is a store, another local sponsor. And by the way, real quick, I got some Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer action going on. I got an under the skin pimple and it hurts. Anyways, I just had to mention that. And so, I don't know if anybody noticed the redness, but I sure noticed it looking at it. Computer Booter is a local store that they sell retro consoles, retro games. You can get computers fixed there. It's a computer shop, but they have like some gaming stuff too. And link in the description for them as well. Both our sponsors. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us. And let's get into this review. That was a lot better than the first one. Lost Sheep was just here. I mumbled my way through the first one, and I was like, no, I'm gonna restart. That was terrible. Here we go. So we got Sing04 in the chat saying, great win last night, hearing Sacramento and Chase Center. LOLs. Yes, I don't know the code for the chair. Is it Skip and Tosh? Let me actually check that real quick. Let's check that together. Let's go. I'm assuming it's Skip and Tosh. I don't know actually, because I don't have a code. It's just Skip. So let's go there. Let's go to you know what? It'd be better if I just did this like this. Let's go YouTube. It would probably be smart for me to know what the code is, right? Real quick, sorry guys. Description. Yeah, Skip. Okay, so here's the link right here, so you guys know. Why is it not coming up? There it is. Okay, so there's the link. Taboo Ohana /discount/skip TC. So I'm assuming actually once you click the link, you're already going to be getting that savings. Our commission from the chair sales is forfeited to the orphans program, so you inherit a $40 savings. The more we sell, the more we can help. Use the link below, and thank you. So boom, all you gotta do is click the link, and you're good to go. And then here's Computer Booter, Gaming Lounge, and repairs right there. There you go. That's simple. So anyways, back to our review of the game. Let's not get too distracted out here. No, it's okay. It's all right. Lost Sheep. You are the best disruptor I know. So that's your goal in life, is to be a disruptor, and you do it greatly, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anyways, back to the game. So the game was a good win. It was good that we won, but I definitely feel like we should have been ahead by like 20-25 points the whole game, and we weren't. There's a couple times where the Warriors were coming back on us, and it was like, really? Like, seriously? It was annoying. I hope we can get Harry Giles back too, seeing I don't know if it's going to happen. But let's just go ahead and talk about the game step by step. Giles has the first bucket of the game. Then a couple possessions later, Giles has an offensive rebound and a nice putback, which was beautiful because, it's beautiful seeing Giles do big man stuff because for a while it seemed like he was a little small, undersized, and weak, but he seems like he's coming into his own as far as a big man. So I'm happy about that. Fox draws a foul. Harrison Barnes hits a 3. Bogey hits a 3. Another 3 from Bogey. Bogey starts off with 8 points. Giles to Barnes with a nice pass. Giles was throwing all kinds of dimes out there. Buddy and Bazemore had a nice little 2-man game on the play. I think it was like a fast break where Buddy had made a nice pass to Bazemore. The Warriors seemed like they were turning the ball over like every possession. Like at one point in the first quarter, it was like double dribble, travel, throw it out of bounds. It was like the Warriors were just playing terrible. It was like basically watching a G League team. It was bad. And at one point I was like, man, they're just gonna turn it over every time. It was crazy. Like I'm not exaggerating. I could not believe how much they're turning the ball over. Who else is in here right now while we're talking? General Bucket 916 is in here. What's up, General Bucket? How's it going? Say something in the chat. Baze should be re-signed. He's been amazing. Yeah, Baze is a beast. Bazemore is like one of my favorite Kings right now. Wiggins. Sometimes I abbreviate things, and I'm like, oh, I'll definitely remember what that means, and I have no clue what this is. Wiggins HD1. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I really have no clue. HP1 maybe? HOL? Hole? I don't know. I have no clue what that means. So we're just going to skip that part. Corey Joseph to Harrison Barnes with another nice pass. And Harrison Barnes, little drop-off pass to Corey Joseph for the layup. Lots of good ball movement. Lots of good, great ball movement. Corey Joseph, and I'm going to get to this later, but Corey Joseph was doing a good job as the point guard when he was in there. And I'll get to more on that later. Marquise Chris airballs a 3 to start the second quarter. Buddy draws a foul. Corey Joseph with a 3. 30-24 at this point. And at this point, I fell asleep. And I watched the rest of the game this morning at like 7. So here we go. I can't even stay up to the... Man, some of these games, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Me and Skip were talking about this the other day. Some of these games, even these wins from the Kings, are just boring. They're snooze fests. And me and Skip, I told Skip, like, I can't stay awake for these games. And he was like, yeah. He's like, honestly, even when we've been winning, it hasn't been that exciting. And it hasn't. And I told him, honestly, some of the games back in the day where Boogie Cousins would, like... Some of the games when Boogie Cousins would be losing, but Boogie would drop 45... To me, they were like more entertaining than our wins today. And I don't know if it's because we don't have any big men. Maybe, because I always say Boogie's one of my favorite players of all time. I think I just like the game of the big man more because, in all honesty, I'm not that big of a fan of how the game's played in today's era in general. And I think it's because the big man is like obsolete. And I think I just enjoy that style of play more. So, I'm fine with us getting Buddy and De'Aaron Fox getting buckets, but I like to see a slowed down game where players breaking down the defense. Oh, I would absolutely 100% wholeheartedly and fully welcome back my boy DeMarcus Cousins to the team. I love me some Boogie Cousins. Bring that man onto the team right now. I know it's not going to happen, but man, would I want it to happen. That'd be beautiful. And I wonder if there's too much bad blood between the Kings, like specifically Grant Napier really badmouthed Boogie Cousins once he left. I'm wondering if Boogie and Grant Napier could coexist, because the commentators travel with the players on the team plane and all of that. I'm pretty sure they're always together. So it's like, with the commentators being around and Grant Napier badmouthing DeMarcus so much, I don't know. I wonder if that would work, but we probably won't have to worry about it. Lost Sheep. My teachers always complained back in school that my writing was sloppy, and I would try to write cleaner for like maybe a minute. I'm like, man, this takes too much time. I don't even care, and I would just keep going. Fox had some right groin tightness, so he was out for a while. At this point, the Kings were 5 of 11 on free throws, and that wouldn't get any better. We had some nice ball movement from Corey Joseph, setting up the team. And this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier. Corey Joseph, at the beginning of the year, it seemed like when he would play point, he would just kind of stand around and dribble the air out of the ball and then try to do something last minute. Whereas now it seems like Corey Joseph's more comfortable in the offense. He dribbles around almost Steve Nash-esque. He'll dribble into the paint, dribble out, dribble back in, hit a fake, do a little layup. Like, he does all these like little things now. Whereas before, Corey Joseph seemed like he didn't really understand his place in the offense. But then again, a lot of times Harry Giles is out there. And when Harry Giles is out there, the ball moves the best. So maybe Corey Joseph and Harry Giles being on the floor together is the reason why Corey Joseph seems better. Maybe it's just actually the contributions of Harry Giles. But when Corey Joseph has the ball in hand, he's not just dribbling the air out of it. He's moving around more and getting the ball to people, spreading it around. And that's normally what he was good at on other teams. So it's just probably took him a minute to get, coagulated into the King system. Is coagulated a word? I feel like it's a word. Coagulation. The action or process of a liquid, especially blood, changing from a solid to semi-solid state. I did not use that word right, even in the slightest. But we're going to ignore that and move on. Here we go. So, Giles with a nice step under on Wiggins. That was a beautiful little post move. The Kings are up 40-27 right now. And they should have been up by a lot more, to be completely honest with you. And that was my main complaint of this game. As even though Singh said it was a nice win, we played well, we could have done better. And it irritates me, but then again, we're playing better than we did at the beginning of the year, so I can't get too picky. If there's improvement, even if we beat the Warriors by, we beat them by 18, but at one point it was 94-85, and it was like a 9-point game. To me, it should have been a 20-point game, literally the whole game. These are the kinds of games where De'Aaron Fox should be sitting. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. These are the kinds of games where De'Aaron Fox, his groin hurts, his shoulder hurts, and he has to push us through to beat the Warriors, who are like a G League team with Wiggins. These are the kinds of games where he should be sitting. Oh, this is my flosser. It's like kind of invisible from the green screen. Anyways, and he's not, because we can't hold a lead to save our lives. And these are the kinds of games that annoy me sometimes. It's like, yeah, we got the win. I'm not trying to be negative, but it's like, come on, like we gotta blow these teams out and sit our guys. But anyways, HB with a nice move. King should be up by more. Harrison Barnes with a nice move to score the ball. I believe it was a post move. Fox with a nice pass to Giles for a bucket. Bazemore hit the three, and Fox with a nice left hand dunk. Who's got too many excuses? Are you talking about? I don't know who you're referring to as he. Lost sheep. Luke Walton, De'Aaron Fox, me. I have too many excuses. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Okay, so going into the third quarter, the score is 55-43. Fox has a breakaway dunk. Fox has an and one. Marquise Chris has a nice little turnaround around the rim, like mini hook. Fox with a layup. Marquise Chris had a play where it should have been an offensive foul. Oh, Fox. Yeah, I see what you mean. Marquise Chris, he had a play where he was driving to the basket. Oh yeah, Fox does get hurt quite a lot, and it's weird too. Is that Fox never, like, all of a sudden his left arm's taped up and he's got a left shoulder, or all of a sudden his left shoulder's taped up and he's got a shoulder injury. It's like, where did that come from? It just comes out of nowhere. But anyways, Marquise Chris had a play where he was like 1985 Walter Payton driving to the basket, and he shouldered the hell out of Harry. I think it was Harry Giles, or no, it was Harrison Barnes, I think, and knocked him to the ground. And it's like, that was an offensive foul. It was blatant. It was ridiculous. And the Kings continued missing a bunch of free throws. Played down the competition most of their quarter. I don't really have many notes from the third quarter. It just pretty much irritated me. Buddy takes a bad shot. It was funny. Buddy took like a one-handed step back mid-range shot and totally bricked it. Wasn't even close. Grant Napier was like, that was a horrible shot. Then Bazemore gets the ball and just shoots a three, makes it. And it's like, man, as much as I like Buddy, these are the kinds of things that Buddy does. These are the kinds of things that, how do I put this? Those kinds of mistakes that Buddy makes, taking these terrible shots, is the reason why Bazemore gets more minutes than Buddy for some games. It's like Buddy just takes terrible shots sometimes. He feels like he has to shoot the ball. And maybe he feels like he doesn't get the ball enough to get into a rhythm, so he's trying to get himself into a rhythm by just jacking up a shot, but he forces it at times. It just doesn't really work out. 81-73 at the end of the third quarter, and as you can see, it's less than a 10-point game, and this team sucks. The Warriors suck, and we can't even beat them by more than 10 points. Buddy hits a 3 in the fourth quarter. Buddy hits another 3, and Buddy hits his third 3. So Buddy finally caught fire in the fourth quarter. I think he was like 0 of 4 or 0 of 5 prior. Corey Joseph has a nice floater. The score is 92-77 at this point. Bazemore tries a wraparound pass, which had no chance. Turnover. Giles with a nice pass to Bogey. It was just like a nice pass through some defenders. It was a beautiful pass. Bogey forces a 3-pointer. The Dubs make 2 3-pointers, and Coach Luke Walton calls a timeout. 94-85 is the score. So as you see, the score was at one point 92-77. Now it's 94-98. So they went on we scored 2 points, and the other team scored 8. So we went a little 8-2 run from the Warriors. Fox with the layup out of the timeout. 96-88 is the score. Jordan Poole with the flagrant 1 on Bazemore because he stuck his foot out. Bazemore twisted his ankle because of it, and that caused the flagrant 1, which is a good call. Bazemore missed both free throws. There was a nice Bogey to Buddy pass, which is a 3. Buddy's 4th 3 of the game. Fox blocks Poole, which was originally called a goaltend, and it was not after the coach challenge. Buddy hits another 3, and Fox hits another 3. And the game ends with Sacramento Kings fans in Oakland in the Chase Center chanting, "Sacramento, Sacramento, Sacramento," which was beautiful because I believe Warriors fans this year, or was it? I remember some fan base came into, maybe it was Lakers fans, came into the Golden One Center and they were chanting like their chant for their team. I want to say it was Lakers fans or Warriors fans. Either way, it was annoying. So I'm definitely glad that we were able to do that in someone else's stadium. And as you can see, I ended my notes with Sacramento. Look at this writing. Is this writing that bad to understand? And actually, while we're here, usually when I show my notebook, it doesn't focus, but it focused that time. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What does this say right here? Let me find it. Where's it at? Wiggins, right here. Wiggins HP1, HD1. Oh, is it and? Oh, I remember. It was and 1, but I forgot the N. And I was looking at the yesterday. I was like, how did I forget the N? And I was like, oh, I'll remember the N. When I read it tomorrow, I'll just remember it says and 1. And then I couldn't remember. But now I remember. It's and 1. I forgot the N. I'm an idiot. Okay, so anyways, coaching challenge is stupid. Coach challenging is stupid, says Lost Sheep. I agree, kind of. I do like the idea of it, but I just don't think there's any way to implement a challenge in these basketball games that doesn't slow down the pace and make it ridiculous. Like, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like see, here's the thing. Say, hypothetically, they just go through with the goaltend call, but like Luke Walton throws a red flag at the ref. The ref picks it up, and that means they're to replay the call, but they'll do it while the team's playing, and then they can just add the points or take the points away. Is it possible for them to review the call? Because they review it in like Secaucus, right? Or whatever in New Jersey. So is it possible for them to just still challenge things but keep the play going and then challenge things, and then just take the points away or add them? But then the problem with that is, then, if it is a goaltender, if it isn't a goaltend, or whatever the play might be, might depend on who gets the ball. So you can't really just keep it going and worry about it later, because then the possessions would be different, and it's like a whole mess. And I guess the easiest way to do it is just to not have the coaching challenge. But I do like, there's been tons of calls this year that were complete BS, that were just like they call a foul that just simply was not a foul, and the call gets overturned. And I think, man, it would be nice to, keep that. But at the same time, like you guys say, like Lost Sheep said, coaching challenge makes the game longer, and I hate when the games are longer than they need to be. Exactly. Single 4. Sorry, I was gonna get to your question actually next. I was just gonna finish the. I want to talk about the coaching challenge thing. I was gonna answer that though. Is Holmes out for the season? We don't know. I actually did see. I believe it was James Ham tweeted that Luke Walton said. I think he was either prior to the game, or before the game, or prior to the game, or after the game. I don't know. He said that. I think it was before the game. Somebody asked Luke Walton how Richaun Holmes is doing. Richaun Holmes said that he looked good in the weight room, but he wasn't sure about him playing just yet. Let's actually go to Twitter real quick and look at the exact quote. Because, Richaun Holmes did have that platelet-rich plasma done on him, which essentially what the platelet-rich plasma is. If you guys don't know, it's a treatment that they take blood out of your body in the sore spot. They put it in a machine which spins it, makes it go super fast, spins it to the point where it gets hot, like warm, and then they inject it back into your body. And then when they do that, it basically heating the body up, or heating the blood up, gives it like all these anti-inflammatory properties that's supposed to relieve the pain and heal things. And then when they put the blood back in, because it's hot and it's platelet, it's like makes the plasma more platelet rich. It's supposedly supposed to heal you. So that's what he had done to his shoulder for his like torn labrum or whatever it was. So if we go to, let's go to the window capture, we see James Ham says, according to Luke Walton, Richaun Holmes looked good in the weight room today, but he has yet to step on a practice court. Still no timetable for return. As of the 20th, as you can see, it's the other James Ham tweet. That was 17 hours ago. As of the 20th, it says, on a good note, Dr. Holmes says Richaun Holmes will return this season. He's another 1 to 2 weeks away from evaluation after receiving PRP treatment, and Dr. Holmes is his mom, in case you were wondering. But yeah, that's from the 20th. As of 17 hours ago, he's been in the weight room, but there's no timetable on his practice. So that is how that works. And you know what? Just to make sure I was right on that, by the way, let's just look up real quick. PRP, platelet-rich plasma. Can we just look it up on Wikipedia real quick? I just want a simple. Platelet-rich plasma, also known as autologous conditioned plasma, is a concentrate platelet-rich plasma protein derived from whole blood centrifuge to remove red blood cells. Evidence for benefit is poor as of 2016. The cost per injection is generally $500 to $2,000. So, like right here, a 2019 review found it to be not useful in rotator cuff disease, while an older review found that it may be useful. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. I'm looking for like an actual. Maybe I should just went to the first one I found. Uses injections of a concentration of a patient's own platelets to accelerate the healing of injured tendons, ligaments, muscles, and joints. In this way, PRP injections use each individual patient's own healing system to improve musculoskeletal problems. So yeah, basically they take the blood out, spin it around in a machine, taking anywhere from 1 to a few tubes of your own blood, running it through a centrifuge to concentrate the platelets. These activated platelets are injected directly into your injured or diseased body tissue. This releases growth factors that stimulate and increase the number of reparative cells your body produces. So it's almost essentially like a cheat code to get your body to heal faster. You think we have OKC's number? I don't know. I'm hoping. I mean, it's very possible. We did play them. How many times we beat them? We beat them twice this year or once? I don't recall. And actually, let's check out the box score of last night's game real quick while I look at that. So let's actually go to Sacramento Kings. Let's see, look at the full schedule. How many times have we played the Oklahoma City Thunder? We have played them. We beat them December 11th. And we lost to them on January 29th. So I don't know. I mean, the Thunder are kind of you know, you got to worry about Gallinari, and you got to worry about Chris Paul. I mean, you obviously have to worry about Steven Adams as well because of the rebounding. You know, Steven Adams is a beast. He can out-rebound people, and he can bully us around. But if you actually look at the Thunder, go to the Thunder, go to the... Actually, know what I want to do? I wanted to look at their... last time we played them. Like the box score. I guess we could just look at it from here. Bogdanovic had the most points. Dedmon had the most rebounds. Well, actually, that's wrong. Versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Let me find it. Am I blind? No. Anyways, I'm not going to get too involved into it. Basically, all you have to worry about for that team is, you know, Steven Adams out-rebounding you, pushing you around. Especially we don't have Bagley, we don't have Dedmon. Or Bagley, or Holmes, who obviously don't have Dedmon either. So we're going to be lacking some size, I think. And especially Danilo Gallinari plays the 4, and he's pretty big too. So that's kind of, you know, concerning. But then again, we could really, you know, probably outspeed them. I mean, they don't really have very good wings. We could probably... De'Aaron Fox, Bogdan, Bazemore, Buddy. We could probably, for the most part, you know, Chris Paul can only guard one of those guys. So we have enough to make things happen for this team to beat the Thunder. It's just, can they do it? We'll see. I don't know. But I don't think it's by any stretch of the imagination, like, you know, it's not out of the realm possibility for us to get the win. We've already beat them once this year. Bielitsa, 0 of 4 from 3 this game, 0 of 5 total. Harry Giles, 5 and 9, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Really good game from Giles. 21 points for Harrison Barnes, 21 points for De'Aaron Fox. Bogdan, 17 points. Alex Len played 15 minutes and put up 4 rebounds and 1 assist, 2 blocks, no points. Corey Joseph, 11 points, 3 assists. Kent Bazemore, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, an assist, doing it all. Buddy Hield, 19 points, 5 of 10 from 3. A lot of those threes are pretty much in the fourth quarter. Like, he was pretty much had no shots made. You know, he was like 1 of 9 or whatever, 1 of 10. He was a bad game, and then he salvaged his game for sure. Second game in a row, Jabari Parker getting a DNP coach's decision. So Jabari Parker has fallen out of the lineup. I think Memphis going to drop some games with their injuries. Yes, I would agree. I believe they are as well. And that seems to be about it. Let's look at the box score for the Warriors. You know, I'm not even going to worry about the Warriors. That team sucks. Anyways, guys. So we'll see what happens. We're playing the Thunder tomorrow. That could probably pretty easily be a win or a loss. Depends on what team shows up. It's really on this Kings team, man. It's on the Kings team to figure out, you know, themselves, and they're playing very well. It's up to this Kings team to continue playing well and continue to improve and play well as a team, play hard. Buddy needs to make his shots. Bogdan needs to make his shots. And the team as a whole. One more thing, actually, before we get out of here. Let's look at these free throws. I mean, it's pathetic. Team stats. We shot 55% as far as free throw percentage, which is just gross. And actually, can we... Oh, there we go. 19 of 34 from free throw. We missed 15 free throws. Now, if we were making those free throws throughout the game, we would have... Say we made all of our free throws, 34 of 34, which is probably not possible. But we would have won 127 to 94, which is honestly kind of like more like it. I mean, we should have destroyed the Warriors. I know it sounds like stupid that I'm complaining about an 18-point win, but the Warriors, I can't stress how bad they are. It's just, I don't know. But I'm glad we got the win, though. I'm not going to be someone that's negative and Debbie Downer. We got the W. We got the win. I'm happy with it. And I think that's going to be it for this breakdown, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for coming out and watching. Make sure you go ahead and give the video a like if you're on YouTube, and subscribe if you're new here to this Hacktown Breakdown. I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you, Single4 and Lost Sheep 26 in the chat. Commander Root is in here. Commander Root is always in here, and he never talks, ever. Commander Root, I actually called you out at the beginning of the stream. I was talking about all the people in the chat that talk. I was like, Commander Root's always in here, but he never says anything. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Say hi. All you got to do is say hi. Just H-I. That's all. Commander Root, where you at? Okay, you're probably not going to say anything. Commander Root, we actually are ending the stream right now, so if you'll have to go check us out on YouTube to watch the full stream because it's over right now. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lost Sheep. Thank you, Single 4 in the chat. I'll talk to you guys, or maybe it'll be Skip. I don't know. In the next one. Love you guys. Yeah, call them lurkers out. And you know, everybody doesn't have to chat. I don't actually care if you don't chat. I know if I was somebody that watched and the person was calling me out for not chatting, I didn't feel like chatting, I'd probably be irritated. I'm just being a jerk. I'm just being stupid. Do not feel the need to chat with us. You don't have to. I don't want to be a jerk about it. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you in the next review. Ooh, that was straight bars. I should sign a record deal. See you later.